Oh, so you're curious about John Renau Skyler? Oh, no? You want to learn about the color Midnight Cocoa? Well, all right, you twisted my arm. Let's talk about this wig and learn about this color. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here with 𝘩𝘓 to bring you a John Renau style named Skyler. And we're also going to cover this color. I do cover color toward the end of my wig reviews. I do timestamp everything as well, so you can skip ahead to whatever it is that you want to see. And I cover color both inside and outside, so you can get a good look at the color, because I know how hard the wig journey is. 𝘩𝘓 is an online retailer, but also an in-person wig shop. They have some locations in Canada and also some coming soon to the US, and they have sales, they have lives, they do all kinds of things. They also have a name your own price feature on their website, which is really unique. So I will link some information below. I'll link this wig. I'll put a coupon code down there that will save you on this and other wigs as well. And hopefully, if you're in the market for a wig, the next time you will check out 𝘩𝘓. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Skyler is a heat-friendly synthetic long bob with blunt cut ends. I mean, look at the blunt ends, with just the slightest little flat iron wave. So the kind of wave on this piece is the kind that people generally obtain using a flat iron. Not something I didn't even own a flat iron back when I had bio hair, and so not something I ever mastered. But if you ever watch like hair tutorials, you will see people achieve a wave like this with a flat iron. But the beautiful thing of heat-friendly synthetic, or just any synthetic, the style is baked in, and it will be there even after washing. So if you were to get a wig like this, just know you're not gonna have to master anything. This style will be there day in and day out. Skyler has a lace front, so let's take a look at that lace front. The lace shows up on me a little bit, which is not unheard of. And normally when I have a wig where the lace shows, I just trim it up with the pinking shears. So this one I would trim with the pinking shears. I do have a video showing exactly how I do that. So if you ever struggle with lace being visible, I've got a solution for you. You can also see the knots a little bit on this darker color. You can use makeup to actually hide that. I have a video showing how to do that as well. So I'll link a few helpful tip videos in the description box. If you wear lighter colors though, you're not really gonna see the knots. They're not huge knots. It's just that it's difficult to hide knots on darker colors. So here's the inside the cap. We have a temple to temple lace. It's not extended lace, and a full mono top. So while this one does come with a preset part on the left going over to the right, you can change that part anywhere within that monofilament. Ear tabs with bendable stays. There's no extended nape on this one. Velcro adjusters, so you can cinch it in a little bit, and the rest is open wefted. The cap on Skyler is an average cap size and definitely fits more true to average. I do get a lot of extra cap up here, and I have a very petite over the top of my head, so I do not fill out the caps on average cap sizes. And so in my assessment of how a cap is fitting, I look at that. I also look at whether or not I have to cinch the cap in order to be secure on my head, and I do have to cinch this one in a fair amount. I have a 21¼ circumference. All of my measurements are in the description box below. I recommend you compare them to yours, and then as I'm talking about fit, kind of think about how maybe the cap would fit you. I mean, it's really big on me. I can cover my ears about halfway if I were to pull this down to where it would sit naturally. But because this is a very soft, very stretchy cap, tucking it up behind my ears does not bother me. I do not get irritated by that, and a wig grip helps a ton. The only concern with a wig that's fitting you large really is wearing glasses, because, you know, the ear tabs will come down pretty low. The benefit is it gives you good coverage, so you can't see your bio hair really. I usually just blend my bio hair, and if it doesn't match the color, I use a root touch-up powder, so it's not usually an issue. But if you don't have bio hair and you need that coverage, a cap that fits a little large can give you great coverage. It just means you're going to struggle with the glasses arm. I would have to tuck that arm under this cap to fit me well, and or put it over the ear tab. But I do have a video where I show if you cut the ear tabs off of your wigs, glasses will fit you better, hearing aids will fit you better, and you shouldn't lose security. The wig should still sit on your head fine. I'll make sure that video is linked below in case it could be useful to you. As far as volume, Permatease, density, this wig is, well, it's listed as a light to medium density. I would say it's probably more toward the medium. It's not a heavy density at all. It's really natural. I wouldn't call it light density though. We do not have any traditional Permatease. I fill right down to cap. There is no volume on the top. It's a really flat to the head wig. This style is flat all the way. It's not voluminous. It doesn't seem like a lot of hair. I will say this one has a little cold setting going on, so it's a little flat right here. Cold setting, also known as cold crimping, just means that the fibers got a funny kink in them. Sometimes that can happen if they're not packed as carefully as they should have been in the box, or even when they are on a style like this. I mean, there's only so much you can do. And if it's gone through temperature changes, hot to cold, then it can get a funny kink in it from just that temperature fluctuation. Since this is made with heat-friendly fibers, you can take traditional hot tools to it. So I would actually probably just take a hot airbrush and a little water and kind of hot airbrush it back, warm up those fibers, and then once they're warm, I would sort of hold them back until they cooled. And then when it comes forward, you should get a little bit of lift there. You should get rid of the cold crimping, no problem. Most wig wearers are going to experience cold setting at some point in their wig life. It is just sometimes something that happens. It might even happen in your own home, storing it for a period of time. So knowing how to deal with it, once you learn that, it'll be great. I have a video showing how I've handled cold crimping, cold setting before. I'll make sure it's linked below for you. Overall, if you used to wear your bio hair like this, you're gonna feel so at home in this piece. It's really natural, feels really natural, and I think nobody is gonna be the wiser that you have a wig on your head if that's what's important to you. And it comes in a ton of colors, so absolutely check this one out even if you don't love this color, because it does have, there are a lot of options. All right, I think I got it all, so we should move on to color. Midnight Cocoa, the code FS4/33/30A. I love it when companies name the wig colors and give you the codes, because it can give you a sense of what colors are in the blend. And I actually have a blog post where I talk about color because it is such a challenging topic, and I have what I call a color index. It's a Word document, and I break down the color codes for you so you can learn what each of those codes means. In this case, a 4 is a dark brown. The brunettes go from a 2 to a 12. The higher the number, the lighter the color. A 2 is the darkest brown, so a 4 is nearly the darkest brown. And then we have a 33 and a 30. Those are reddish auburn colors. So we absolutely have an auburn. There's some really gorgeous bright red, well, reddish auburn. I wouldn't call any of the colors in here like a fire red, but it's absolutely a red highlighted. So instead of blonde highlights, they used red. And so we've got a dark brown base with a variety of kind of natural red, red blonde, medium red, all of that going through this color. And there is no dedicated root, so those highlights go all the way up to the top. It's a dark, rich, auburn, reddish, dark brown. It's gorgeous. If you love yourself a good dark brown and you are partial to reds and auburns, this could be a great color for you. But it's also a color that looks like you went to a salon. No doubt about it. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Lots of links below, you guys. Helpful videos, tip videos, coupon codes. Don't forget about 𝘮𝑚. See you soon. Miss Skyler, fresh out of the box. I did comb through her a little, but not much. really good look. We'll walk over to the shade here. Make sure you see it in both direct sunlight and some shade. Look how much darker it gets. Lighting, whew, the nemesis of us wig wearers, struggling with color. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.